Hello there! Thank you for visiting Off-Cam Celebs once more. For today's video, we will be talking about the Stranger Things Season 5, release date, and everything you need to know. Let's begin. It's Will's season. Whatever goes around comes around, and because of this, Season 5 will return with a strong emphasis on and connection to the Upside Down, Will's tale, including his personal development and coming to terms with his own emotions and differences, will be a thrilling aspect of the experience that Stranger Things 5 gives its audience. As the Duffer Brothers have confirmed, Will's going to be a big part and focus, is really all I can say, of Season 5 and his journey. They continued by implying that Will's coming of age is also a crucial factor, as this may satiate the viewers' curiosity about what makes Will unique. Despite the fact that Noah Schnapp, who plays Will, already acknowledged that his character is gay after sharing a conversation he had in Paris with an older man who could identify with Will's difficulties in coming out, many viewers won't concur, particularly in the 1980s, unless it is made very obvious in Season 5. The Duffer Brothers said, "We're starting to see his coming of age, really, which has been challenging for a number of reasons, some of which are supernatural. But you're starting to see him come into his own. How was Will able to perceive that Vecna was still alive? Is not an unanswered question from the cliffhanger that Season 4 left us with. In Season 1, why did the Mind Flayer picked him? The fans should know that Season 5 is about to live up to that, so it's a terrific time." Vecna is returning. Every season of Stranger Things is known for bringing frightening new villains, but with the release of Season 4 and the most recent information on Season 5, fans now think that Vecna tops the list of villains, and he will indeed be back for more mayhem. The fans witnessed the failure of Nancy, Steve, and Robin's effort to get rid of Vecna. Will also highlighted how dangerous Vecna is to everyone and how much he is struggling after feeling Vecna again in Hawkins. Vecna's actor Jamie Campbell-Bower hinted at his own in a conversation with a Hollywood reporter when he remarked, "Let me put it this way. I know about Season 5. Take from that what you will." Hawkins' final battle. With the Stranger Things franchise, odd things have been happening for many years. The show's creators, the Duffer Brothers, are now closing it off, and Season 5 marks the start of the end of strange battles. The Hawkins kids needs to rest because it is difficult to keep up with the unusual aliens from the Upside Down, even though fans wouldn't want things to finish just yet. Matt and Rose Duffer announced that this will be their final season before the start of Season 4. The Duffers stated in an open letter written in February 2022 that the last war had been planned and plotted out some 7 years prior. They stated, "At the time we predicted the story would last 4 to 5 seasons. It proved too large to tell in 4, but as you will see for yourselves, we're now hurtling towards our finale. Season 4 will be the penultimate season. Season 5 will be the last." The Duffer Brothers aspire to create crazier projects in the future, so even if this will be the final installment of the franchise, they don't intend to keep the fans from experience of Stranger Things. They stated in their letter, "There are still many more exciting stories to tell within the world of Stranger Things. New mysteries, new adventures, new unexpected heroes." The Duffer Brothers want to wrap up with the narrative of Eleven and her incredibly daring companions. But first, before the fans start daydreaming of other bizarre tales, in the small town of Hawkins there is a brave police chief, a mother who is always prepared, and there is another reality called the Upside Down. You really don't want to blink, since they said the finale fight would be the fiercest you've ever seen between the parallel realms. You might miss something. Every question answered. There are still a few unfinished stories that fans are interested in bringing together because of odd things. The many unanswered questions from Season 4 have led to various fan theories that purport to explain everything. But in contrast to the previous season of the show, Season 5 will answer all of the fans' unanswered issues, giving them a satisfying surge in their stomachs. Priya Ferguson, who plays the show's Erica, is eager to see all of the loose ends tied up in Season 5, just like the fans. The young actress who is hoping for a resolution remarked, quote, "I definitely want to see closure for the whole series, hopefully at the end of season 5. I want to see closure and the world situation being resolved. Erica doesn't want the show to leave the fans and cars thirsty, but to a win for everyone. She said, I don't want it to end on a very traumatic situation like the past seasons have. I want it to be that we defeated the monster and we won over it." The Duffer siblings talked with Collider about the topics that will be covered in season 5. They talked about how the history of Vecna played a major role in the season 4 surprise and how season 5 is tipped upside down. As more information about this other realm will come to light, they said the big reveals that are coming in season 5 are really about the upside down itself, which we only start to hint at. There is that moment when we realized in episode 7 this year that it's frozen in time. The fans can't wait to reach it on hold because they're interested in seeing how Vecna overcame it over the years and getting to see the upside down, a time jump. The Hawkins team anticipated that their season 5 tale might even more further forward from where season 4 finished in the first season. The idea to quicken the phase may have come from season 4 when Matt Duffer said that there is always a lesson to learn from each season, which should make a continuation even more beneficial. Matt said that they gained a lot of knowledge from the actors working on the set, and each of these lessons affected the plot of the subsequent film in its own unique way. In his words, he said, "We've learned a lot just working with all our new actors and the ones we've worked with for a long time over this year making season 4, so I'm sure it'll change a little bit from that outline." Assuring the audience of a temporal jump, he then said, "I'm sure we'll do a time jump. Ideally, we'd have shot seasons 4 and 5 back to back, but there was no feasible way to do that. So these are all discussions we're going to have with our writers when we start the Ruma. A perfect ending." Obviously, the Duffer Brothers would not have considered ending the show without finding the ideal manner to do so. Sean Levy, the show's director, made a hint about how he thinks the idiots have the conclusion prepared in May 2022. While it's still in the development stage, Sean stated, "No one is winging it. Honestly, I think that the Duffer Brothers have an idea of how the show ends, and they've been teasing it for me over the past 6.5 years. But they keep things very private amongst themselves until it is fully formed." The show's director continued to talk about how amazing it feels to have the last season in view, and he said, "Then they bring it to me and then we take the steps. It is very, very clear now, and it became clear for a while, and now that we have one season more than it feels worth it and reliably amazing." And then he mentioned how they'd like to make a statement with season 5 without overstaying their welcome, when he said, "We don't want to be one of those shows that overstays its welcome and it's flailing while it searches for a way to stick the landing." Sean thinks season 5 will be even more memorable and superior to the first 4. He said, "We really want to stick the landing. I feel like we've been able to do that with every season, and we also want to do it for the series." Sean concurred with Matt Duffer's assessment of how appropriate the conclusion would be when he remarked that they had already arrived at a place where they are now so certain that it feels appropriate to end the show. He said that the sense of the ideal conclusion he and his brother share is a very real power that will carry the movement of Stranger Things to its goal. Release date. Season 4 was a very drawn-out yet fascinating journey. While they're looking for 8 episodes that would last roughly 10 hours, Matt Duffer has assured the fans that season 5 will be shorter than season 4. Matt stated, "I think it's gonna be longer than season 1 because we just have so much to wrap up, but I don't think it's going to be as long as season 4. Then Ross confirmed that the writers' room would be up and running this year when he said, "I know that the writers' room is going to start in that first week of August." According to Ross, production will start in early 2023, and by the middle of 2024, season 5 should be ready for viewing on fans' televisions. So what changes to the plot are you expecting in season 5? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video.